Easy 100 Civics Questions and Answers 2025, Part 3. Simple Answers for US Citizenship Test. Stay until the end. The last question is the most important one. The clock on the wall ticked steadily as Anne and Mark continued their study session. Mark's confidence was growing with each question they tackled. The more he went through, the more the material started to make sense. Anne could see the gears turning in his head as he began to internalize the information. The pressure of the test was still there, but it was becoming less daunting as they progressed.
You're doing great, Mark. Ready for the next set of questions?
Yeah, let's keep going. I feel like I'm getting the hang of it.
All right, here we go. Question 31. Who is the governor of your state now? A. Depends on where you live. B. George Washington. C. Abraham Lincoln.
I think the answer is A. Depends on where you live.
Exactly. Each state has its own governor, and the current governor depends on where you live. Governors serve as the chief executives of their states, so you'll need to check who is currently serving in your state. Question 32. What are the two parts of the U.S. Congress? A. The Senate and House of Representatives. B. The House of Commons and the Senate. C. The House of Lords and the Senate.
I think the answer is A. The Senate and House of Representatives.
Correct. Congress is bicameral, meaning it has two chambers, the Senate and the House of Representatives. Senators represent entire states, while representatives represent smaller districts within those states. Together, they make up the legislative branch of the government. Question 33. Who is the Commander-in-Chief of the military? A. The President. B. The Secretary of Defense. C. The Supreme Court.
I think the answer is A. The President.
That's right. The President is the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Armed Forces. This role gives the President ultimate authority over military operations, although military decisions are often made with advice from the Secretary of Defense and military leaders. Question 34. What group of people was taken to America and sold as slaves? A. Asians. B. Africans. C. Native Americans.
I think the answer is B. Africans.
Correct. Millions of Africans were forcibly taken to America through the transatlantic slave trade, where they were sold as slaves to work on plantations and in other industries. This dark chapter in U.S. history is a reminder of the injustices that were carried out during that time. Question 35. How old do citizens have to be to vote for president? A. 21 and older. B. 18 and older. C. 16 and older.
I think the answer is B. 18 and older.
Exactly. Citizens must be at least 18 years old to vote in presidential elections, as well as in most other elections. This age was established by the 26th Amendment in 1971, which lowered the voting age from 21 to 18. Question 36. What does the judicial branch do? A. Creates laws. B. Reviews laws. C. Enforces laws.
I think the answer is B. Reviews laws.
Correct. The judicial branch is responsible for interpreting and reviewing laws to ensure they align with the Constitution. Courts, including the Supreme Court, have the power to strike down laws that are unconstitutional. The judicial branch plays a crucial role in maintaining checks and balances within the government. Question 37. What are two rights of everyone living in the United States? A. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech. B. Right to own property, right to drive. C. Right to education, right to health care.
I think the answer is A. Freedom of religion, freedom of speech.
Exactly. Two of the fundamental rights guaranteed to everyone in the United States are the freedom of religion and the freedom of speech. These rights are protected by the First Amendment and allow individuals to express their beliefs and ideas without fear of government retaliation. Question 38. Name two national U.S. holidays. A. Thanksgiving, Christmas. B. Labor Day, Valentine's Day. C. Independence Day, Earth Day.
I think the answer is A. Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Correct. Thanksgiving and Christmas are two of the major national holidays in the U.S. Thanksgiving is celebrated on the fourth Thursday of November, and Christmas falls on December 25th. These holidays are celebrated by many Americans with family gatherings and various traditions. Question 39. How many U.S. senators are there? A. 100. B. 50. C. 435.
I think the answer is A. 100.
Exactly. There are 100 U.S. senators, with each state having 2 senators, regardless of population. They serve 6-year terms, and their role is to represent their state's interests in the federal government. Question 40. What is the name of the national anthem? A. America the Beautiful. B. The Star-Spangled Banner. C. God Bless America.
I think the answer is B. The Star-Spangled Banner.
That's right. The Star-Spangled Banner is the national anthem of the United States. It was written by Francis Scott Key during the War of 1812 and became the official anthem in 1931. The song celebrates the resilience of the American people and the symbol of the flag. Question 41. What are two rights in the Declaration of Independence? A. Life, liberty. B. Pursuit of happiness, property. C. Safety, equality.
I think the answer is A. Life, liberty.
Correct. The Declaration of Independence states that all people have the rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. These inalienable rights are foundational principles of American democracy and were used to justify the colonies' separation from Great Britain. Question 42. The House of Representatives has how many voting members? A. 100. B. 435. C. 50.
I think the answer is B. 435.
Exactly. The House of Representatives has 435 voting members, each representing a district within a state. The number of representatives a state has is based on its population, with the total number fixed at 435 by law. Question 43. What is an amendment? A. A new law. B. A change to the Constitution. C. A statement of beliefs.
I think the answer is B. A change to the Constitution.
Correct. An amendment is a formal change or addition to the U.S. Constitution. Since the Constitution was ratified, 27 amendments have been added to address various issues, including individual rights, voting rights, and governmental powers. Question 44. What is the supreme law of the land? A. The Declaration of Independence. B. The Bill of Rights. C. The Constitution.
I think the answer is C. The Constitution.
Exactly. The Constitution is the supreme law of the land. It sets the framework for the federal government, outlines the powers of its branches, and guarantees certain rights and freedoms for citizens. No law can supersede the Constitution. Question 45. What did Susan B. Anthony do? A. Fought for women's rights. B. Was a famous writer. C. Led the civil rights movement.
I think the answer is A. Fought for women's rights.
That's right. Susan B. Anthony was a key leader in the women's suffrage movement, advocating for women's right to vote. Her tireless work helped secure the passage of the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote in 1920. Great work, Mark. You're really making progress now. We're almost halfway through.
Thanks, Anne. I feel like I'm really starting to understand all this. Let's keep going.
The study session continued as Mark felt more confident with each question. With Anne's patient guidance, he was beginning to see the light at the end of the tunnel. His naturalization test was becoming less of a challenge and more of an achievable goal.